So here's an explanation to the questions that were on the Nearpod. So this is in your packet, the practice problems on subtraction. This is for Math 7C. All right, so anytime it's subtraction, we have to do what's called distribute the negative. So essentially, in this case, the first set stays 5k minus 6. So 5k minus 6 remains. And then we essentially we're subtracting both things in the second set of parentheses. So we have to distribute this negative. It's just like distributing a -1. So it's kind of like this. Remember, subtraction is adding the opposite. So this is the equivalent. And if you're having trouble understanding, you should rewrite each question in this fashion, okay? So we're going to distribute a -1. What that does is it turns everything to the opposite. So this is still our 5k minus 6. And then -1 times k is -1k. -1 times a -4 is a +4. And you can choose to keep this in parentheses. Then we can go ahead and combine our like terms. 5k minus 1k or -1k is 4k. And then a -6 and a +4 gives us -2. So I've rewritten number 6. Instead of minus this set of parentheses, I did plus a -1. So now we're going to distribute that -1. So the -6x minus 8. Let's try that again. Remains unchanged. Oh, well, I guess that wants to just do that. And then when I distribute my -1, I've got -1 times 8x, so -8x. -1 times a -9 is a +9. Now I'm going to combine my like terms. -6x and -8x gives us -14x. I find it writes better if I go slowly. And then a -8 and a +9 gives us a +1. Again, I've rewritten number 7. Instead of minus the set of parentheses, I put my plus -1 there, and now I'm going to distribute the -1. So we have 3f plus 7 -1 times -5f is a positive 5f. Now that it's addition, the parentheses really are optional. -1 times a +4 is a -4. Then 3f combined with 5f, they're both positive, so it's 8f. And then a +7 and a -4 gives us +3. Notice I'm using the sign of that 3 as my operation sign. Okay, for the next one, we keep that first one because a sign impacts what follows it. Okay, it's kind of like when we have this number -1, it means the 1 is negative. So the negative always goes in the front. So, and once you put that -1 there, between the sets of parentheses, it's going to be addition. Because again, remember, subtraction is the same as plus a negative. So -1 times -3k is a positive 3k. A negative 1 times a minus 4 is a plus 4. We combine our like terms. Negative 6k, positive 3k gives us a negative 3k. Then a minus 4 and a plus 4 gives us 0, so you could write plus 0. Or you could just leave that off, and your answer is just negative 3k. Same thing. So again, I changed my subtraction to plus a negative, and now I'm going to distribute my negative 1. Again, sometimes that's called distribute the negative, so you don't have to write the 1 there. If you're having trouble, it just makes it more visual for you. Negative 1 times negative 3c is a positive 3c. Negative 1 times a plus 4 is a minus 4. You could write plus negative 4. It's the same thing. Combining 7c and 3c gives us 10c. And then we combine our plus 2 and our minus 4, which gives us a minus 2. It's supposed to say minus 2. Neaten that up a little bit. There we go. Okay, so rewriting it again, now distributing the negative 1. Negative 1 times f is negative 1f. You could just write negative f, that's okay. Negative 1 times a plus 3 is a minus 3. Interesting how my subtraction sign looks, I know. There we go. Now we're going to combine our like terms. Negative 4f, negative 1f is negative 5f. Plus 5 minus 3 plus 2. I hope this helps.